yesAND, the band with the name that is very confusing. But we're back to check out their most recent song. Now, they got 2 singles at the current moment. I really enjoyed the first one I heard, and never let it be thought that I don't occasionally like a little bit of a compliment. So thank you to yesAND for getting back in regards to the fact that I reviewed the first of their songs. But I'm always honest on this channel. We always said that. Now, the first song I really liked because I thought it was bright, it was colourful, it was fun, it gave me a little bit of a Silent Siren vibe, you know, sort of a little bit of keyboard work in there, although I don't believe yesAND have a keyboard player. It was kind of like they added a lot of sounds to their arrangement, which a free piece can do. It's one of the benefits of being a free piece is because you're almost expected to be picking and choosing extra sounds to add to your songs. And for me, yesAND did just a great job of delivering a really nice, at the core, well-written song with a good chorus, and then adding some interesting sounds around it. Now, we're always honest on this channel, so I'm going to check out the most recent one now. I don't know anything about this one, but it's got a much darker looking thumbnail. And as you can see from the very first frame that comes up, looks like it's going to be nighttime. So I don't know, is this going to be a different type of song? Is it going to be a ballad? Is it going to be darker? As always, I'm excited to hear bands who have variation, but I'd also be very pleased to hear more of the kind of song that we got from before. So I don't know what exactly I want or expect here. I'm just looking forward to pressing play and finding out what we get. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's enjoy this together. Ready? Let's go. It's definitely starting in a more serious place. Okay. Liking this, like, more sort of emotional depth to this one. Again, I'm looking to hear how it builds up, how it pays off in the chorus. Was not expecting a chorus like this. Very catchy, but also really lively sound. That double tap on the snare, really like that. Oh, we're in Shinjuku now. Yeah, piano again. The musicianship in this one is much more tangible. It's a very different sound, but it maintains that melody focus. And very different pre-chorus second time round. That's really good. I wish I hadn't told you she'd replied to my tweet now, because you're going to think I'm biased, but I am actually really enjoying this. Well, now this band only has 781 subscribers. I've just noticed that. If you like this, go subscribe to it. No bridge? gotta be honest. I really like this. That snare again. I love that little double tap on the snare. Yeah, definitely. Anyone who knows me knows that I love bridges in songs. A bridge can make or break a song. So I will come back to the bridge thing in a minute. But that song, really catchy. And I love the sound of it. You know, sometimes these more sort of like rock and roll ballads, they can become a bit samey, but this just had such a lively feel. And I think that credit to the like the mix and the mastering, that this is it sounds professional, it sounds studio, sounds ready to go out on a normal recording, but at the same time it has just enough of a live feel to it. There's a sort of a tangible nature to the instruments, like that double tap on the drum where it feels lively. And I think that allows you to really hear what's going on in this song, especially again when you've got a three-piece. I've spoken about this before. Three-piece bands, I really enjoy a good three-piece band where you can hear them filling up the sound. And it is true, when you have a three-piece band, you've got two choices. You've got the choice of, you know, saying, well, we're a three-piece band, so we can bring in other sounds like they do with the piano and the keyboard. But you've also got the fact that because there's only three of you, each one of you has more room to express, you know, do more if you want to. And I feel this is almost like the best of both worlds. We get the, in the first song, we had a bit of a keyboard sound. This is more of a piano sound, very appropriately chosen. I must assume that given both songs have keys in them, that one member of this group must play the keys, maybe even all of them, because, hey, there's one thing I've learned from being in Japan is that everyone is musically talented. So you know, I mean, I'm assuming that, I mean, they might all be multi-talented, but someone must be playing keys in here. And so, yeah, the piano choice was really good, but still, there was a lot of movement. The bass was walking around really interesting. The drum work, I know I've said it a few times now, but nothing overly complicated, but just very nice. A sort of nice skip, a nice hop. It felt, there was so much of the rhythm was really, just really worked, you know, really kind of gave the life to the song. Because the song, again, it's not an overly complicated song, but the little details and nuances are in there. But overall, just a really catchy chorus. Now, just to prove that I'm not super biased, and yes, I did ask them for an interview. They haven't replied yet. Of the 22 people who've seen that tweet, I do wonder if any one of them is them, and they go, no, we're not going to do that. But in all seriousness, if I was to give one criticism, I think it's got such a good chorus. And last time round, they do the chorus twice, which is fine. But because you have second chorus and then final chorus is a double chorus, it kind of needed more of a bridge, I think, to separate it out. I mean, guitar solo was lovely and everything, but I think this is such a musical song and such a melody-focused song that I would have liked to have heard either a guitar solo go into a sung bridge or sung bridge going into a guitar solo, something like that. I think there could have been room for more of a bridge here. Gotta be honest. But, you know, that's a small criticism in a song that still at the end, felt very fulfilling. It felt very enjoyable. I love the conclusion. I love the whole tone of it. There was a real emotion and mood that came across. I said when this song started that I didn't know 100% what I wanted from it and that I was just interested to hear what came next. But as I also alluded to slightly as well, I've got a big soft spot, as well as for three-piece bands. I've got a big soft spot for any band who can nail variation, because there's a lot of bands who are very good at doing one thing, but to be good at doing multiple things is sometimes more of a useful skill than you might think, because it does mean that you can express more different things. I mean, if you are a fan of a band who only does one sound, then it's very hard to imagine that you can listen to that band every single day. But if you're a fan of a band who does lots of different sounds, then they've got a song for every mood. So in a way, I always feel a want to really support bands who can do that, who can give you like songs for every single mood. And yesAND, they're only 2 songs in, and I must admit, I'm glad. This has such a different feel from their first single, such a different vibe to it, and it conveys an emotion really well. It feels genuine. Again, credit to the videographer. You know, we're not talking about high budget music video or anything, but we're talking about a music video that looks and feels great. A lot of their stuff is really high production. Now, I don't know for certain, but I think I read in a previous comment that one of the members of this band is a former member of another group who I was really getting into before they broke up. Now, I don't know, so I'm not going to say it. So get in the comments and tell me if you know and if that's true. But one of the members of this band, I believe, is a member of another group who I was really enjoying before they broke up. And that might be the reason why we're getting this good production quality and this good music. They might be bringing over some of that goodness. I don't know. I get the feeling that maybe a couple of the members of this have history and other things. So I would be interested if anyone wants to... I could research it, but I'd love to get you guys, the enthusiastic fans, if you're a yesAND fan, get in there. Tell me a little bit about the background of this band. Tell me about who these members are. I get the feeling that I do know projects that some of these girls, maybe at least one or two of them, have been in before. So I'd love to know if you can give me a bit of information on that. But this project... I said in the first song that it seems like a really positive start. It seems like a band going in a direction that is good. This one, again, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like a good direction. It is melodic pop rock, yes. But as with the best melodic pop rocks bands, it's conveying a rounded sense of emotion. And the two emotions that they've decided to convey so far, they've conveyed very well. And this song will probably be stuck in my head for a while. So I'm really enjoying this. Only 2 songs in. We got a while to go. But certainly this is a damn strong start. So get in the comments as always. Tell me what you think. I'm really looking forward to, if you're new to them, tell me what you think. I'd really love to know. If you are already aware of them, give me some lessons. Teach me a little bit about this band. I'll be looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And either way, until I do hear from you in the comments or wherever or in the next video. For now, ciao, ciao.